Please don't. But I really want to watch once too.
I want to see like a
once.
clutch one. I don't want to see like two people trying to hit each other with the pan. I want to see someone actually utilizing needing to whip out that pan and kind of clap somebody.
Pan away. Just pan away, everybody.
Oh, no,
and
it's
here we
begun.
go. The puns come out from Choo Choo now.
Oh, this is a beautiful flight path. It's straight, cutting straight vertically from the south up to the north, up to Cow. So there you go, the observation director at CYR. A lot of stats and keep on going up. For the rest of the observer, we have MNGEK, Top Cast, as well as I.
Absolutely, very experienced observers here who are going to bring the action to us, ladies and gentlemen. And looks like, let's see here, the teams really spread out on this map. It's a small map, so they can really go end to end if they really want to. They can really try to just avoid each other, but it looks like Quarry is not really popular here.
But more into Sami area, which is overpopulated. Look at that first circle. They are crying. Those are actually in the south.
Yeah, and you know, especially in such a small map, your first drop is the most important because you're usually, you know, for bigger maps, you could drop down, I don't like this place, find a vehicle, move out, rotate quick, loot up. But you can't, the same concept does not apply for this map. If you do try to find any vehicle at all, moving around or even conceptually trying to move to a different area, you might get gunned down on the way almost instantaneously.
Yeah, so in a smaller map, you may not want to use those vehicles. You may want to use terrain to your advantage. Plus, this sort of map, you have tons of trees, you have tons of hills. A lot of this can be used to your advantage. If you have a vehicle, you'll be easily spotted out. So you may want to consider using terrains instead. Try to get a killie suit if you could.
The terrain is one thing. Another thing is how small the map is. One of the smallest 4x4 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. And boot camp is actually being dominated by Bigetron. And Bigetron, when it comes to looting and boot camp, I think they have more than enough to actually equip the whole team.
Yep, absolutely correct. They have the whole compound to themselves at some point, and now we do see Dingoz. They need to go to the smaller areas. Looks like most of the bigger areas, but then again, BTR. Wow, those shots coming out from Hydra there, hitting them nicely onto Dingoz. So looks like Dingoz, I don't think they managed to loot much there.
They are forced to flying up to Paradise Resort, which is a bit north of the bootcamp. But I think there's some teams already waiting in the Paradise Resort. That's not so great, and they kind of stuck in between.
And this kind of goes back to the point we made it in the initial where your first drop is some of the most important because you're not going to be able to get anywhere compared to a team who's already there and now has secured the position. Now, we're looking at Tara as well as Miss Rose, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. This seems like a little iffy to take on fight, especially with the engagement. No body armor, barely any body armor, not even breaking into the level 2 section. Weaponry seems pretty decent for now, but we don't know what exactly they have on both sides, so they have to play this a lot carefully.
Yep, absolutely. Very iffy here because both teams right now, they know each other. But then again, yeah, there's a lot of structure here that you can go to, but it's just, that grenade. It's a good thing that Miss Rose Esports actually managed to evade that grenade. Tara having their eyes on the Miss Rose Esports. They are just right in front of each other. Who's going to make the first move? But then again, there's one more right behind that could just flank if they want to. But looks like they're playing this a bit safe here.
Yeah, the thing is, these two teams are always the teams that always have to go for it the moment they drop from the plane. It's either Tara, Divinity, or Rose Esports Syndicate. These three teams. And then Axis just kind of go throughout out of nowhere.
Kind of gets really unlucky, yeah.
And I'm like, please no, not these two teams again. They really need to change the drop point for the next few days.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but now, you know, the smokes are coming out. Oh, is that a grenade, actually?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big chunk. That's a really big chunk.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt a lot. And I'm not sure if they have enough healing utilities on their side as well, because they are sharing one small component of health. And yes, it's a lot to loot, but can it be enough for healing utilities?
Wait. We've got American.
Let's not blow his cover.
He is in an amazing flank right now. He is playing some serious guerrilla warfare. Someone needs to peek, and if he can get a great flanker, they could turn the fight almost instantaneously. And Tara, they are well aware where Syndicate is.
Absolutely, they're just waiting for him to getting to good position there, and wow,
we were
they're just
talking
being
about
locked down
Axis,
here.
but Axis on the kill feed is actually killing somebody for the first time ever. Axis looking at them super aggressive in the first early few minutes of the game, and NoRecoil just now kind of caught up in between Dingoz.
Oh!
Syndicate, one of them is down.
That's the first flank already successful, and now Tara is going to have to deal with a 4v3 in their favor. They take out another one, 2 downs, and now the rest of Tara should be starting to push into the right. It's a full-on fight, close quarter combat, but the flanks are just not covered whatsoever. Phage is trying to get out of here. The second floor isn't safe anymore. He could try and hold the stairs, but again, he's right outside. Lynx is throwing in nades. He drops on down, and he's gonna book it, maybe.
Oh no, just around the corner. There you go. They didn't make it for Rose Esports. Syndicate is the first one to be out. Less than few minutes into the game, we are still in phase 1 and straight out waiting in the lobby.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for Miss Rose Esports being one of the early ones again to bow out from this map.
At least Sarah made it this time. One of them made it.
Well, there you go. At least they got themselves in a decent way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of
I
have a
wouldn't say-
question mark in that decent way.
Well,
You have to admit, that guerrilla warfare stuff was really, really good. They shut down the door to make sure, you know, that he could crawl back up.
But that's true. Right now, jumping into Traitor Esports, fighting against WoW just now. I do know there are 3 teams occupying the same area of Sami. Impunity kind of already migrating to another compound, making sure they got the loot, but still going at it. Traitor has been camping here forever.
yep, and we do see here now Pende together with his team. Looks like they have this compound all to themselves. Seems like it hasn't really been looted yet. And now moving over to our drone cam. Oh, I just love this drone cam. This is really some good stuff here.
At least it's not proning anymore.
Oh, yeah. At least it's not proning there. Yeah.
Oh
And-
my goodness me. The difference between qualifiers and the playoffs and the league. There you go.
Absolutely, and we do see a Traitor just cruising around together with Team Secret here, going to the smaller places. At this point of time, they can't go to the bigger places anymore because they are very likely to have been looted. So their only chance of securing the rest of the island is just to go to those small huts where, okay, fingers crossed, no one else is there.
I mean, they could just get kills, but then again, it's like, do you really want to get damaged helmets or damaged body armor? It's may not. You will get the supplies, but you know, you still need those core items.
That's true. And at least you have to have level 1 of everything. And not just a micro Uzi in your hand. So you know that's not gonna work this time.
No.
That's not gonna work. We see a lot of micro Uzis, yes, but when it comes to even close range combat against AKM, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Yeah, but talking about close range combat, we are likely to see something here because Yuha is prepping up the grenade. He will start the first attempt, the preemptive strike here, ladies and gentlemen. Will it actually hit on anyone? Oh, looks like both sides. Oh, very nice grenade onto GG there. They are immediately scared right there. They need to reset themselves, and Yuhai looks like he's going to smoke up and probably just move away from there just to bait them out.
This is a pretty interesting scenario here for both of these teams because right now Dingoz, they do have the structure, but that kind of makes them predictable in comparison to Team Secret here, who do have the high ground. They can pretty much peek from any angle they want. Oh no, Yuhai's in trouble. Oh, but he manages to get behind some cover. Whoo, that was close.
Super close, and luckily they have all the backups done. But Bubi, the moment he tried to pick, they straight away firing and punishing him to just passing the information, but they still managed to get one. They have another team behind them just now, if I'm not mistaken. It was Team NoRecoil. They are sandwiched in 2 teams.
Oh no. Let's see how Team Secret kind of wants to deal with this particular situation because now Yuhai is kind of by himself, is already down. The rest of the team needs to make a difference. Oh! He gets a couple of shots, and that's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Insomnus immediately got shot, straight away goes to hiding. He can show himself. Oh, that is just confidence there from Matoy, knowing that the other side there's another opponent's team. Oh, that is just confidence breathing down him.
I like the fact that CCTV suddenly pan a bit and look at the ones that trying to prone in the corner. Make sure that he hide himself from being stalked, but we still can see the silhouette, like the yellowish thing. You can't hide from the stalking cam,
You're
man.
not getting away from us.
That's true. And back to Dingoz. They are actually aiming for another team. They are deciding to camp here because they are literally in the center of a circle.
Oh boy. I think this is what makes it really, really good, especially if you are in the position of Dingoz where it's like you don't really have to worry too much about your flanks because it is covered by literally four walls. But notice the other teams are also nearby. RSG is actually pretty nearby. BTR is also nearby. Bapak is, hanging out in Paradise Resort until, the time comes.
Yeah, Bapak seems to have this pattern of like to be in those compounds where there's a lot of structure and in the middle of the circle. They've been doing that quite a bit. So they're currently doing this now. Will that be in their favor? We'll get to see in a bit. But looks like shots goes out from Asta right here. Oh, brilliant shots indeed. And now will we see the prepping of the grenade? May go out aiming it out and
Oh, good cook.
What a grenade! Amazing grenade! Wow, that's some basketball stuff there.
Yep, he aimed it really nicely. Oh no, but wow, does find Traitor onto the backside of the shed and actually guns him down. So they are both down a member except one dead. Riz is still behind that tree. He can hold it. He can wait there for a little bit because I don't think Traitor have a really good position to come and go, especially considering this is a high to low sort of combat situation.
I kind of question one more team. We're actually on area of Sami here, missing Impunity. Where did they go? Where did they rotate? Because it happens to be only Team Traitor as well as Tone Wow always rotating from Sami up to Painan area, and one more team is missing, and they will have to go through those who are actually camping in boot camp in order to be in the center of a circle, which is a long journey for those who actually from the south.
Oh wait, hold up. Actually, Resurgence is actually taking some damage. Are they getting shot by Bapak all the way from Paradise?
Yes, Paradise is a really good place when it comes to high ground, and yeah, Resurgence, they have a lot of trees to cover with.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was expecting Resurgence to be in perfect cover, so therefore they wouldn't get shot, but I guess he picked out a little too far.
Yep, absolutely agree. And during the qualifiers, I do remember that Resurgence actually dominated this map on the high ground, similar to where they are right now at the moment. So they may want to use that strategy again to say that, okay, because we have done this, we have dominated through this high ground, yeah, let's just keep it to that. So it looks like they're keeping to that strategy.
But how long can they keep it? That's the question. Those are actually up in the north or from Hartin trying to go to Tadmok, probably rotate through the bridge. But they are actually walking into Paradise Resort next. We know Bapak is already camping them, getting Resurgence, which will try to flush out Bapak. So is it a good thing if they rotate a bit late or now?
Oh, but looks like Asta here just behind the stone. He does have teammates behind him, but then again, he's just waiting there. And oh, looks like YKV now is in a little bit of trouble there. Arts can't seem to move, kind of pinned down there at some point. And Vertex, from the other side, onto YKV. Looks like YKV again is still in much
Straight
trouble.
on top of his crosshair, but didn't manage to clip it. If only the pixel shot managed to just hit on this bullseye, it would be a perfect kill for him.
Yeah, honestly, that was a little unfortunate, I have to admit, because that would have been a great opening, is evening it out to a 2v2, a 3v2, because that seems a lot more plausible compared to a 4v2, where you can't seem to cover your 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock angles, especially when you're transitioning from cover to cover.
That's true, and now there's 3 teams actually trying to secure this spot. Just a little bit below bootcamp. Look at that, how populated this is. Wow, HGO and Traitor going at it. While everybody's struggling, they are gatekeeping. Traitor is having a hard time just trying to rush in. They are kind of short in terms of manpower. Oh, that nade just now from Traitor managed to get one from H2O.
And looks like Arts here just peeking in and out, peeking in and out. Oh, and the shot goes out. Vertex is now 50% live there, ladies and gentlemen. Arts is just doing the business. He's been at the same position from just now, and yet, he still hold his ground very, very well.
This is not looking good because they still have Traitor to 2 members of Traitor deal with. They knock down one. However, the rest of WoW is thinking about it. It's like, we might need to go in on this. We want to take advantage of a weakened state H2O.
Oh, look at that spray just now, keeping them in the blue, keeping off the pressure, but one of them actually really knocked behind Pango, and he has to pop the smoke. But now picking on the other side of a team, Pango going for, wow, H2O managed to get all the rest team of the Traitor, got themselves at 15th place. That's not a great number, but H2O and the rest of team, wow, Tone, they're not doing great if the blue zone coming in very, very soon.
Yep, they have to make a quick decision. They should have probably gone in a little bit sooner, but now H2O have averted their attention to deal with the WoW problem. Right now, as they go in to invade the house, this is going to get some get to close quarters really, really quick.
Yes, and 7up is just deciding whether he wants to go or whether he goes on the other side. And now they're going to go for the flank here. They're just deciding there. And we do see Kagura, Utilities goes out. Everyone's just trying to scare each other. They need to decide very, very soon because the circle is just like, oh, Kagura taking those damage from the grenade there. And they're still locked down against each other.
Even though you wipe each other's team, there's no time for you actually tanking the blue. Yes, it's still the early phase of the game, but third circle is not that easy to deal with, especially you have a long route to actually go into the safe zone. Look at that spray. Oh, Hi is really going for a revenge now.
And H2O are in a better position. They just have to play around the circle. However, it's forcing WoW to push forward, and now Pango might be in a lot of trouble here. He is so close to going down. As Pendek starts pushing up, he sees the rest of them. The smoke takes him out, and Hi is there to collapse right on top of him. Pango tries to survive. He gets knocked down. One more left. Kagura is still left standing.
Pango and Panda going at it. They're trying to finish off, and there you go. Kagura has to build it. He has to make sure that he is not dying now. Oh, they get themselves at 14th spot, which is really not they want for the timing. But Kagura being cornered, and Bobo, he still managed to clutch it on Pandek. It's 2 versus 1. Look at Hi coming in next.
Oh, Kagura now very, very low. Finally going to be able to finish up Kagura. Kagura only has about 10% life right here. Instead, yes, he will use the medkit immediately. Yes, he can do it. Come on, Kagura! Kagura!
Oh, he clutches it. He's able to do it. He had a little bit of time, and now it's the classic matchup. Oh no!
my
And for
goodness
A1 against Micro Uzi this time, however, Hi has a little bit of boost, but he's almost at 50% HP in comparison to Kagura, who's at 90%. They gotta take this out, and hopefully, if Hi can land this grenade, he can even out the life total and maybe turn this around in a single bullet.
Oh, he needs to heal himself now. It's not going to work well for him. If they rush in for Kagura, this is the end of Hi.
But he doesn't know. He doesn't know that he's healing right now. And now, okay, first aid comes in. Life totals are kind of even. The smokes are out. Kagura, again, get a little bit of a boost.
I have a feeling both of them are going to die at this point, honestly speaking.
Just another team comes by and swoops them both. Somebody has to be bold. Come on, be bold. Be brave, boys. Applying the bandages. It looks like this is going to be a very long moment.
And now Hi here, looks like he's trying to go for it. He's the one advancing a little bit more as compared to Kagura, but then again, advancing a little bit more also tells Kagura that, okay, you're about that area, you're about that distance, you are very close. And looks like Kagura shots goes out there, ladies and gentlemen. They are still at it. They are still a one-on-one fight matchup. First aid kit, they are just taking this. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like they still survive. We are still at a stalemate here, ladies and gentlemen. Please do something for these two guys here.
Oh my goodness.
There's too much pressure. There's too much pressure.
The thing is, they don't care. Who cares about the circle now? Nobody does, because what matter, they survive. And now Hi kind of noticed.
No.
And he noticed he needs to get into the circle, and we're gonna miss that fight. Oh.
He completely ditched, and we missed another fight during that entire debacle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad, but unfortunately, you know, at least for Hi, at least he's getting out of there scot-free, unless the circle kills him on his way. Unless the circle kills him on his way there.
That would be super anticlimactic.
I think both of them might die in the circle for some reason, but then jumping into team Secret Esports. Right now, they are going into the zone where everybody is already gatekeeping. Look, oh, Hi
survived. He did it. He did it. And
Kagura, say goodbye. Oh.
Feels bad. He tried to play it as well as he possibly could. And now, let's look at Team Secret right now. Looking at that position, he sees them all in the water. They're all sitting ducks. They're complete sitting ducks. This is going to be a complete... Oh, he jumps into the water. He doesn't want to deal with the circle, so he's trying to get into a potentially better area. Maybe might gun one guy down, but again,
This
meds.
is
Ugh.
This is rare for youngsters, you know, because usually they get super hot-blooded. They just want to
Mhm.
fight, and he actually retreat. He knows when to get back into the base and just take a breather and go back into the war. And look at that, but it's not working right for him. It's almost making sure he pinned everybody down. This is old rivalry we were speaking about, the new team secret and the old team secret.
Yeah, I mean, like, clearly the first thing you see is like, hey, I'm going to take you out, but I also have no way of getting into the circle now.
Yeah, so I might as well take you out before anything else happens. At least I get that onto you. And no,
Oh,
Matoy
no.
looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. He's been spotted out definitely by Insomnus, very likely there.
Yeah, and Insomnus is just holding him there. It's like, I'm taking you with me, whether you like it or not. But Axis, again, just trying to buy out the time. He has a boat nearby.
Why do I have a feeling that everybody's like dragging everyone to hell? It's like, no, I'm not making it to the blue zone. You're going to stay with me. I'm dragging you down as well. But Bigetron right now, Kevin, got a spot from an enemy's team across his map. And the rest of Bigetron, they are rotating quite fast. And it's really going well for them.
Yeah, and you know, they're ahead of the circle, and nobody has really been gatekeeping them because they've just been taking the competition out every single time. So nobody can really contest them as of right now. They are looking to potentially win this, but don't forget about Dingoz, because Dingoz, looking at the position right now, they're making sure that Ned can't really move out of his position. They're probably going to take him out, and the rest of RSG members, they still have all four. They're moving towards the northern side, and they will see FV and Bapak as well. Hopefully, you know, they're really careful about this because they're going to get shot.
And now we do see Chick. Oh, he goes up, goes down, goes up. Oh, Chick, you've been spotted out. I'm
Sitting
so
ducks,
sorry.
swimming ducks.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that's
swimming
not
duck.
sitting ducks. That's a swimming duck.
I felt your intention. You just want to know, like, okay, are they still there? Are they still there? But unfortunately, my
Oh,
Max
my
looks like he'll
goodness.
go down as well.
That's a long sniping shots there. What happened? This is really a massacre, and it's like, it's fun to watch. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
Well, Chuchu's being evil now. She's bringing out the evil side.
hey man, I'm rubbing off. I'm rubbing off.
Evil.
Phase 5 already, still 31 people alive, but this is not exactly the best position for any of these teams.
He's hopping on the water. What the heck? Matoy is trying to keep alive as long as he can. Still 10 teams to go. They want to end it up top 10. It's a big thing for consistency in this game, while the rest of Resurgence are kind of having a debacle on Takmong area. Flash Vision, Unbeatable Gaming has been quiet, but now rotating into and go with a big war against Resurgence.
They have a great flank here, but the thing is, Effie has realized that Resurgence has been creeping up online and are preparing. The moment that smoke drops, it's going to be really bad. Team NoRecoil, though, 2 members still alive.
And still, it looks like he's in a little bit of a trouble there. He uses his grenades, he uses utilities for himself, and just right in front of him, we do see Hydra here on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. They are just actually facing each other, but looks like the fight is not going to happen. Everyone's just like, okay, let's just hang it on. It is 8 teams more, ladies and gentlemen, and we do see a kiddo here, just right in the middle of everything. His team members crawling towards him, begging for help.
Save me, please.
I'm not sure how many casualties Resurgence actually took there. Looks like one
yes.
person was down, but I don't know where the rest of their team is.
Uh,
He's going to
well,
go for the pickup on Small Boy.
I don't think there's anybody left except for the one that knocked and one more
Oh
alive.
no, that's so unfortunate.
They walk into Bapak just now, but they managed to wipe Bapak, if I'm not mistaken, around Paradise Resort. But Resurgence still holding it in and holding on their on their ground, fighting against Flash Vision and coming in behind. There's another team, Net, have one more person coming creeping behind Resurgence.
Oh boy.
Creeping is definitely what he wants to do because he doesn't want to be in the middle of the action, being the only one from Ned left. And now we do see Kiddo. He does have on his crosshair there. He does see people, but then again, Kiddo is all alone at this angle, and he releases the shot there. Shot goes out, and Kiddo taking lots of damage. Immediately used the first aid kit, and he still survived to live to tell this tale another day.
Oh boy, that was way too close for comfort. I thought he whiffed initially until he went down, but now Kiddo is going to be the next person who falls down as the rest of, Sleep has to push up right now. The rest of Tara is right behind him, so he's got to do this quick. Luckily, he has that rock to protect him and give him a little bit of cover, but it's to get armed, that's a bit of a stretch.
We're down to top 5 teams. Still colorful map. There is only 14 teams, 14 players alive, and there's not many people left for each of the team. Tara, surprisingly, they are still surviving with most men here.
Yep, Tara, now we complete this. And oh,
Ooh,
grenades
Bapak.
go out one by one, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is grenades galore. And Bapak 6 goes down in the process. Tricks now from a different angle. They really need to do this. Bapak 6 needs to be helped there. But just from another angle, tries to save his teammate there. Utilities goes out and the revive will be kicked in.
And I didn't expect so many teams to still be around during the 7th phase already. 13 people alive.
You disappointed?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed here, but this is pretty action-packed. As now as they're plopping down the smokes, there's not a lot of cover. Luckily, at least there are some trees to give some kind of solace to these teams. But whoever has some Molotovs, those are gonna be pretty important to flush out your opponents here.
Even nades is way more than enough. 1 or 2, and you really in the need of smoke because there's not much coverage with whatever they have right now. It's kind of an open sloping hill.
Oh man, and we do see here Bapak Esports actually still with a full squad. They have been hanging on to the middle like so long. And oh, small boy, oh, just by the side there, he's just sitting this out. He's like, you guys can go. Small boy really trying to be as small as possible here, not being detected by anyone at all. Let's not blow his cover, guys. Let's not blow his cover.
He's alone in a lonely roof against 3 of Bapak team. Look at that. The proning is real, guys.
He's
Man.
perfect. Look at it. Oh no. Oh no. Jenny, he's walking up, but he's on the other side. Wait. I think he hears it. Oh no! He tries to preemptively go, but unfortunately his team members were already ready. Guns him down straight away. The Molotov Dobbs falls down, and now they're going to rotate, quickly pick up his items. They got to go now because Team 9 is right over the hill.
And now Lyrian looks like he will still continue to prone and arm right in the middle. And Lyrian looks like Lyrian will be the next one to go down together with Muffin. And there's only links and arm at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Now there is a head-to-head matchup. We have 6 here. We're going to see a new chicken dinner here, ladies and gentlemen. 6 goes in, 6 goes corners, and 6 goes to somebody. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Man, Tara almost got it from the dead into somebody, a totally different game style this time around. Sandhawk is the map for Tara.
That, wow.
Wow, indeed. Wow.
Bapak.
Bapak. Oh man, what can I say? They have been in the middle of the circle most of the games
Since phase 1.
Exactly, they were unchallenged at where they landed. Man, and they got the chicken dinner. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they were sweating for a little bit, especially when Tara was very closely about to win that game.